The UK's first exhibition on Elsa Schiaparelli spans the 1920s till today. It traces the fashion house's groundbreaking origins and its evolution under current director Daniel Roseberry. Schiaparelli today is a fashion house dressing celebrities in gilded lungs. Originally, Schiaparelli started from a simple question: what happens when you treat a dress as fine art? The Elsa Schiaparelli exhibition at Victoria and Albert Museum, South Kensington, London features 100 ensembles and 50 artworks. In this video, we are tracing the complete history of Elsa Schiaparelli. How an Italian aristocrat outsmarted Coco Chanel, teamed up with Salvador Dalí to create art history's most scandalous garments, and how her legacy was resurrected nearly a century later. The bare-bones dress reflects how Schiaparelli employed unusual technique. In this dress, internal organs rise to the surface with a brass necklace in the shape of lungs. Coco Chanel was not a fan of Schiaparelli. She dismissed Schiaparelli as that Italian artist who makes clothes. To understand Schiaparelli's Surrealism, you have to understand her greatest rival. In the 1920s and 30s, Chanel ruled Paris with functional minimalism. The little black dress, beige tones, and jersey fabric. Elsa wasn't a trained seamstress. She was a poet and a dreamer who thought in concepts. In 1927, she launched her career with a simple black knitted sweater featuring a knitted-in white bow tie, an illusionary technique known as trompe-l'œil. It became an instant sensation in Vogue and put her on the map. Schiaparelli introduced the world to shocking pink in 1937, an intense, vivid magenta that became her signature. Schiaparelli became the first designer to expose functional zippers in high fashion, turning hardware into art. In the mid-1930s, Paris was captivated by Surrealism, an artistic movement focused on unlocking the subconscious mind dreams and the bizarre. Schiaparelli collaborated with Surrealists, most famously Salvador Dalí. In 1937, Dalí and Schiaparelli created the shoe hat. The Lobster Dress was a white silk organza evening gown featuring a massive realistic lobster painted directly onto the skirt by Salvador Dalí. The Tears dress gave the illusion of torn, peeling flesh, paired with a veil featuring 3D fabric rips. Schiaparelli was the first to give runway shows narrative themes, like the circus, astrology, and commedia dell'arte. She replaced standard buttons with sculpted acrobats, mermaids, horses, padlocks, carrots, and insects. Schiaparelli introduced newsprint textiles. She offered suits with large cash-and-carry pockets to replace the need for handbags, practical during wartime. Exciting tones like ocean green became Schiaparelli signatures. Schiaparelli was a key innovator in fashion, art, and performance in New York, London, and Paris between the two world wars. Elsa Schiaparelli's fascination with celestial bodies stems from her childhood connection to her uncle, the prominent astronomer Giovanni Schiaparelli. In her hands, innovative textiles like crinkly tree bark, textures, cellophane, and even woven glass were transformed into evening wear. The evening dresses feature a lively butterfly print and key motifs. A central motif of her spring 1939 collection, A Modern Comedy, was the diamond pattern of the Harlequin costume seen in this multicolored patchwork coat. From the 1930s through to the 1950s, Schiaparelli designed costumes for British, French, and American stage and film productions. Marlene Dietrich was among Schiaparelli's celebrity clients. As one of Schiaparelli's most loyal and high-profile clients, Dietrich used the designer's Surrealist architectural garments to craft her gender-fluid, off-screen persona. Elsa Schiaparelli's accessories and perfumes were her most radical contributions to fashion. Operating with the belief that a costume is incomplete without its details, she elevated utilitarian elements like fasteners and fragrance bottles into profound works of avant-garde art. Her art inspired designs and collaborations that define her legacy. The column at the center of Place Vendôme, erected by Emperor Napoleon I, has become a distinctive landmark associated with Schiaparelli. After closing its doors in 1954, the house of Schiaparelli lay dormant for decades. That changed in 2019 when American designer Daniel Roseberry was named creative director. Roseberry didn't just copy Elsa's old sketches. He captured her radical spirit. He translated her surrealism for the 21st century by leaning into hyper-sculptural silhouettes, exaggerated anatomical hardware, and gold-plated body parts. Fractured anatomical motifs are seen in both Surrealist and Cubist canvases and in Schiaparelli garments. Eyes, lips, and noses float on the wide sleeves. Gold and tasseled breasts protruding from the bodies are accentuated by swirling coils. Keyhole shapes, a Schiaparelli feature, can be found across jewelry, accessories, and gowns. Whether it's hand-sculpted metallic lungs or architectural garments that blurred the line between fashion and sculpture, Roseberry proved that Surrealism isn't a historical relic. It's a living, breathing language that continues to push haute couture forward. The house of Schiaparelli shows us that fashion doesn't have to be quiet, practical, or polite. It can be weird, shocking, intellectual, and breathtaking. Which of Schiaparelli's iconic pieces is your favorite? The lobster dress, the shoe hat, or Roseberry's modern gold couture? Let me know in the comments below. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more fashion reviews and analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Samita signing off. Till next time, bye for now. Shop for Schiaparelli themed artifacts at the V&A shop. Wrap up your Schiaparelli experience with coffee, scones, and savories at the spectacular Vienna cafeteria.